Brian, day before the big game. How are you feeling? Nervosism? What's Brian
Nervous?
like right now? Yeah, or in
Nervous?
general. There's always some butterflies, a little bit.
Excitement. I mean, look, this is a big game. I mean, I guess you could say when you look at the lineup of games today and tomorrow, it's exciting. It's exciting for the league. You know, 8 good teams. You know, come a long way. It's been a long year. We want the game to be here. Yeah, we're excited for it.
Is it hard to sleep before a game like this
Yeah,
one?
yeah. You go through stuff in your head, possible outcomes, possible decisions. It's hard.
Having gone through this so many times at this point, does that help in the prep? Like, are there things that you think you've learned over the course of, going through this,
Yeah.
20 odd times?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of things that we pull from our experiences of the past playoff games, playoff runs, big games, Champions League games. I mean, I am really confident in the process that we have. You need competent assistants. They all know their jobs. Jorge and John have done excellent video work this week. Just doubling down on that. And it's just metered out in small doses because, the players have short attention spans sometimes, especially at the end of a long year. They don't want to sit there and be talked at for 30 minutes. So just how we do things, when we do things, why we do things, I'm confident.
How is health?
Health is good. AB's the only one that's not there. Reed's good. All the young guys are good. So we're good.
You've talked about the team that's going to win is the one that makes more plays, but other than those plays, what's the next more important thing? Is it intensity? Is it winning duels? Like, what is
You
it?
think it's starting the game? Because, look, it's a long break. They've had a little longer break than us, but, the team that shakes off the rust, you might gain an edge in the first 10 minutes of a game because your opponent is, not quite up to speed yet. I don't know what Steve's done, but I know that we've tried to replicate things in training and the intensity higher, but it's never the same.
Looks like it's going to be a clear but cold
Yeah.
day tomorrow
Yeah.
night. Is that?
No, I wish it was raining. It's beautiful out here, but I wish it was raining.
Yeah.
How important was it to have your fans behind you guys for this type of matchup?
Well, fans are always there, supporting the group, supporting the players. We have some of the best fans in the league. I think it was Peter Tomasawa sent me a march of the match for the Dallas games. They were pretty into it. I could see the crowd was into it. So we'll have a full house. So it should be good.
Question from Josh Gross with the LA Daily News. What are your thoughts on LAFC under Steve Cherundolo compared to Bob Bradley? Have you seen, difference in style, tactics, on-field approach?
Oh man, whew. Okay, that's a really good question. Probably take me a while to filter out all the details. But look, Bob had the best team 2019. I mean, they were flying. Vela in his prime. They were up and down. They were Showtime. It was like LA. They were really good. I think Steve's a little more pragmatic. I think he's got super talented players. Look, they can get up and down the field in a hurry. If it's just maybe me and Steve's German, experiences over there, makes us a little more pragmatic. But they're a well-coached, well-drilled team. They all know their responsibilities. He's got the benefit of having a guy like Kalini help lead in big games. He's obviously got some offensive weapons, so different, but they're still LA. I mean, they still like to get up and down and play, and there are some similarities between the two, but I think more pragmatism.
What do you think has kind of been a key to you guys being able to not get them or not allow them to get a win since that very first one at your house?
Well, the objective for us, Jada, is to just make sure that we don't give a ball away in bad spots because they're a really good transition team. They do like to get up and down the field. Bawanga in open field is, an advantage for them. So Making sure we're good in our possession, making sure even if it's a direct ball, it's down the field. So if the ball does turn over, they have to go 80 yards to score. Playing good defense. And then timely goals. We've talked about that. I mean, there was a time where we weren't scoring any goals, but it seems like as of late we've scored some timely goals, which is critical.
What's the balance that goes around having a guy like Alex that needs to get forward and does so much for you on that side, and having a guy like Dennis Bouanga that could utilize those spaces that perhaps...
Well, Yaimar's over there. When we build in three, Yaimar's got to cover that.
Mm-hmm.
Yaimar's capable of it.
And you're pretty confident in that
Yeah.
duel.
Yeah.
When you think about this game in particular and some of the challenges that LAFC perceives, how do you feel like your team manages or kind of sets up with what they do well and what you do well?
I think the teams are evenly matched. I wouldn't say that there's any clear, real advantage, disadvantage. They're both got quality players, deep benches, good coaching staffs. I mean, I think it's pretty even. I think just, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but, the team that makes the most plays tomorrow, they're going to go through.
Try this game with Albert. Was it always a plan to see how he fits within your system? Or
With
when
Albert?
First, yeah. Or was it the injuries that had him moving around?
Well, when Albert came here, I mean, that was just, again, part of Garth and his, getting 12 TAM players on the roster. I don't know how we did that, but, getting enough guys there so it made things challenging for the coaching staff. I think Albert moving around was part and parcel of his flexibility, his ability to play different positions. Now he's settled in probably the position that he likes the best. And I think you see the result there. I think he's playing with some confidence.
Are you planning like a pre-game pep talk or anything like that?
The coaches, the players are so sick of us. I mean, they don't want to hear another word. They don't. I'm telling you that.
You gonna bring someone in?
Most of it's visual.
Are you? Do you feel like this is the? Does it have the vibe of the CCL run last year?
It's got a different vibe. This is playoffs. This is, an American tradition. Playoffs. Your team makes the playoffs. MLS Cup is the trophy. I know there's Supporter Shield. There's purists out there that say it's Supporter Shield should be the biggest trophy, but it's not. It's MLS Cup. This is what you all start the year for. You set your goals out there. Okay, look, we want to get to MLS Cup. It's the playoffs.
What's your expectation of the atmosphere tomorrow with the fans and how they
It'll be
come
good.
out?
It'll be rocking. They've always supported us. They're experienced in big games. How about that? The fans, our fans, have experience in big games that will drive them to be their best.